What up, what up, what up, my peeps? What's good? Um, just trying something new here. I figured I would do like a live podcast type thing. If you guys didn't know, I have a new video out. So if you want to jump off this live stream to go and watch that, it would be very much okay with me if you did that. Make sure you leave some likes, subscribe for more content. More content is coming soon. Make sure you turn on those post notifications also because you don't want to miss out on any other videos that's coming out. This is just like a little test to see what what would actually happen if I did some live podcasting here. Um, this is pretty much going to be free form. Not really sure what I'm going to talk about in this live stream, but I figure why not go ahead and give it a shot. Just trying to do some different things as I told you guys in the channel update video, which if you haven't seen that, you can go and check that out also. But basically I want to start doing new things with the content and stuff like that in the channel so that way I have a little bit more variety and a little bit more to work with when it comes to creating content for you guys. So I'm thinking about just doing like some live podcasting on the off days, maybe at nighttime or something like that. I probably should not have drawn attention away from my newest video with this live stream, but like I said, I was just eager to test this out and see what I could get. Make sure if you're watching this live stream, go ahead and slap a like on the live stream. Make sure you subscribe and usually, what I do in live streams is I do chat goals and such. Oh, it's lunchtime. Um, but usually, what I do in live streams is I'll set a stream goal and also a chat goal. Stream goal for this stream or a live podcast, I would say, is going to be 5 likes. Last stream I did, I got like 15 likes. So let's set the bar a little higher this time. Let's go for 10 likes on this live stream and also 10 subscribers. If we can do that, that would be great. Currently, we are at 100, not 100, dang, 1,060 subscribers so far. Let me check my YouTube studio right quick. I was just looking at my Robinhood to see where my stocks were. And I may do like some live podcasts for like my stocks and stuff like that. I actually had to sell off my whole portfolio because when I was buying my house, I needed some extra cash. And the reason why I had my portfolio is mainly for like emergencies like that. So I just went ahead and of course I would get a call from somebody when I go on lunch. Let's do this. Let's see if we can get some people to like and stuff like that. Hold on, right quick, guys. Hey, Scout. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. But basically gonna be doing a sound test. I'm gonna step away from my phone in case it rings again because I'm on lunch and you know what it is. Gotta make sure that I take my lunch properly. Um I got my mobile set up here, so I'm gonna be walking around and such and doing I guess whatever during my lunchtime. And actually, I forgot to clock out because I got the call. But oh yeah, um, what we are going to do in this live podcast is just try to kind of like see what we can do. Talk about different topics, uh, talk about different things, maybe get some money tips and investment tips and such. So first off, we're gonna go ahead and do the sound check because I neglected to do that. Um, because I neglected to do that. All right. So that's all good. And yeah, so I guess for this one, this is like the intro. I'm just testing things out and seeing things. But let's say the chat goal for today is gonna be to let me know who you are, where you're from, what you like doing, what's your hobbies. Me personally, you know, my name is Calvin, of course. The name of my channel. If you guys um, don't know, some of my hobbies is photography. I actually was supposed to have a photography job yesterday, but my client had backed out because they couldn't be at the location. So that's all good. I'm currently trying to set up a new appointment with them so that way I can, do this photo shoot for them. Um, and of course, I've done a couple of jobs before, but, I'm trying to get it off the ground. It's just pretty much a lot of people are like kind of short on money right now. So I'm supposing that's why uh, not as many people are flocking to photographers. But all in all, it's been pretty fun to just grab the camera and take photos and such. Of course I'm vlogging and stuff like that on this main channel. What I may do is maybe create another channel for live podcasts and stuff like that. I would just need a lot of things to talk about because I don't want to, upload inconsistently because I don't have content flowing. Um, so maybe I'll just try it out on this channel first, and then that way I can get more of a idea of like how this live podcasting works. And then also I want to maybe convert this into like another podcast, not another podcast, but maybe get the audio from this and put it on another platform like Anchor or Google Play or Apple Podcast. I'm not sure, Podbeam or whatever the podcast platforms there are. I just got to do research on it. Um, but yeah, the thing with photography is, it people generally want to get a good deal on something, but they're not really going to be willing to pay for like new photographers on the scene. And that's kind of sort of what I am. I'm not necessarily a novice because I've been taking photos and such for a long time. I just have to get better at like the photo grading, not the photo grading, the color grading, the mastering of uh, fixing up photos and such. And kind of basically not necessarily the camera work is not a problem. I can maneuver my way around a camera very well. It's just I have to learn how to do like the post edits and stuff like that to make the photo look more better than it is in the raw form. Um, Yeah, so this is pretty interesting. Currently, I was meaning to say before. Currently, we're at 1,060 subscribers, and we are growing pretty fast. Like I think in the last 2 days, I've gained 9 subscribers, which a lot of people may say, "Oh, that's not a whole lot," but to me, that is a whole lot because I think I've been gaining 1 or 2 subscribers every 2 days, which is not a whole lot considering the fact that I post, well, I've been posting regularly over the last week or two. Um, and yeah, so I'm hoping that my friends and family will go ahead and support the channel and stuff like that. I'm gonna share it out. Actually, I do have to share this out to Facebook and such. My newest video, the Sea Screamer Dolphin Tour, that is live on Facebook right now. It went live at 12 p.m. Eastern, and yeah, so if you want to go ahead and check that out, I think I did a pretty good job with showing the dolphins and getting good shots of that. And I actually incorporated some Facebook live streams into that video, which is pretty interesting. Um, I've I've learned how to do quite a few things in the recent weeks just from like researching and taking taking it more serious than uh, anything else. Like before, I was taking it serious, but after a while, after things got a little bit stressful in my life, I just put it to the side and I was like, I'm not really going to focus on this right now because I'm just not, in the mood to deal with YouTube and deal with making videos and have to balance that with my everyday life and work life and this pandemic and then all this extra stuff. So I was hoping that maybe this could take off and we could do more stuff with it. Maybe like do some um, question and answer videos, Q&A videos, I mean to say, or ask me anything videos and stuff like that, or live podcasts and such. Um, Maybe like in the future, I could have a better um, thumbnail for this or a better backdrop for this. Hold on right quick. You know how life is. Life is stressful, so I gotta clean this spot off of my counter. I'm OCD about that, guys. If you've seen my live streams, you've seen me move around and clean a lot of things. Not because I'm on camera, but that's just how I am. Like maybe at the moment of doing something, I don't realize that I dropped something on a counter or something like that. And so when I see it, I'll go back and clean it up just so everything will be straight, you know? So my um the house is pretty much clean. If you guys haven't seen my house, I do have a couple of videos where I'm walking through the house, or like even in the channel updates video, you can see like my kitchen and stuff like that. But I don't know. I was thinking about doing like a house tour, but it it's all good. But I don't know if I want to do a house tour or not, but who knows. Um Also, if you would like to pose questions, you can either leave it in the live chat, or if you want to leave questions or some quotes for the next live podcast, whenever I do that, then you can send that to, you can either leave a comment on this video or you can send it to my email. But really quickly, I just have to respond to a message right quick, and I'm just gonna mute the mic. But leave some comments, leave some likes on the live stream, um, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. I'm back. What I want to do here is kind of see if I think I would have to go through YouTube to actually share this live stream to Facebook. Um, but right now I'm just currently giving like some investment tips or helping people out with investment tips. Um, so yeah, it's pretty good right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and share this. I'm gonna share this on Facebook and Twitter and such, and then from there I'll continue the live stream. Hopefully you guys enjoy this specific type of content because I may be doing it later on, and if anything, uh, we can do just like different content with this live podcasting type thing. Um, I was also thinking about doing like maybe like mobile gameplay videos and such. Like maybe like Uno or Bingo or playing games and just like chilling with the subscribers for people to come through and just be like, hey, let me join in on the game with you and all that stuff. And then I'll be like, hey, yeah, go ahead and join. And then that way we can kind of like interact a little bit more on the live streams and then also probably do some live giveaways and such. I was thinking about doing that once we can do that, we'll pretty much be rolling in content. So I just want you guys to know that I am sharing this on Facebook and Twitter. Even though Twitter I don't really get much of. I know that this video is more so like free form than anything else, and it's like all over the place. But guys, I promise the next one I do will be organized. More so like the live stream, the video live streams that we do. So I mean, I keep saying we, but it's just me. So hopefully you guys are up to the thing. But let's go ahead and share this on Facebook right quick. Uh dang, I don't even know what to put. Let's see. Chat and chill. That's what I generally put. That's what I generally put. I'll just do free form discussion. So if you guys want to discuss anything, make sure you go ahead and just hit that like button, comment your thoughts, and we will go ahead and let's do that. Let's share this. I've been waiting too long on that one, but all right. So let's tweet about it. Let's tweet about it. Boom. I should have did this like in the beginning of the live stream, but like I said, it's just all over the place right now. Um, let's see if we can put this anywhere else. Nope, nowhere else. I was thinking like maybe do a email list because I know sometimes like the um the notifications aren't sent out to my subscribers and everything, and my videos kind of go unseen for that sense. Yeah. So you guys let me know what you want to chat about. Um, I know this one is a little bit lackluster, but I feel like it could be a start to something brand new. Um, let's do this though. Let's do this though. Uh, oh my goodness. So currently, um, I'm talking with. I was talking about photography before. So that's one of the things I know during the pandemic, a lot of things have thrown a lot of things off. But some of the things that I was actually looking into was um, photography was one thing. A lot of people, with photography, you don't necessarily have to be up on people. You actually have to be like apart from the subject. So that kind of works out with the sense of like not being close to everybody and all that stuff. Of course, you can have on a mask, and of course, you can, have hand sanitizer and all that such. But with with photography, yeah, it kind of works out because you have to be apart from your subject. I was also thinking about doing like um, notary work, and so that was kind of thwarted with of course, the whole pandemic thing going on. Everything once everything shut down, I couldn't really do anything. I couldn't get the process started. I probably should have started the process before the whole uh, shutdown and stay-at-home orders and all that stuff. Maybe that would have been a little bit better. It's just during that time I was more so focused on moving, buying a house, and everything like that. Like literally, I closed on my house on March 30th, and I wasn't able to move into the house until like I wasn't able to move into the house until like maybe the 14th of April. Not one actually no, not necessarily the 14th of April. I think it was the 7th of April when I started to move into the house. Um, it's just I wasn't all the way moved in, and then of course you already know moving in itself is just a whole big deal. Um, it was literally a whole thing with that. Moving, buying a house, um, dealing with stress of the separation with me and Monique. It was very stressful with that, and that on top of everything else, it just kind of made everything like literal. Like I couldn't even focus on YouTube. I couldn't even do anything. So I had the thought that I wanted to do notary work, um, and not necessarily notary work to do like the small things like $5, but more so like loan closings and such like that. Um, I was doing research prior to January, and I was more so like thinking to myself, well, I could do this, but then again, once January hits, I'm gonna be starting the home buying process, is what I told myself. So, and I did that, and I got the house in the nick of time, and I also got a very good interest rate, fixed rate, so that's pretty good. My the mortgage broker, she was a very great help. She helped me get all my finances in order and everything just straight shot, so everything, there's no bumps in the road. My the realtor that I was working with, she literally would come and pick me up to take me to view the houses, and every house that I wanted to see, she took me there, and she was like, hey, this is what I see, because of course, a visually impaired person trying to purchase a house, um, you're not going to see all the things that someone who's sighted could. see in the house. So when she took me, she was like, "Hey, this is what I see," because she owns her own home, and plus on top of that, she has another house also. So she has like two houses, I think she said. Um, so I'm pretty sure she knows what she's talking about when those things come up, and it was a very great help from her to kind of like let me know the things that she saw that I wouldn't see, because like I'm a first time home buyer, and I was just so excited to get the house and so excited to purchase a house and be able to um it was a whole big deal. And I was just like, okay, well, I just want the house. Literally, I was thinking to myself in the beginning, I don't care what condition the house is in. I just want a house so I can, do whatever I want to. I won't have to pay anybody else. And once I pay this loan off for the house will be mine. So, um, I was just so excited to get the house that I wasn't really paying attention to a lot of things. And she was literally the grounder for me, because if it wasn't for her, then I would have just picked any house. I would have been in sheets in the wind trying to fix everything, trying to like just it would have been more stress than it was worth. And she really did help me out. And the house that I got literally is a gym compared to all the other houses that I saw. Like this house is newly renovated. This house is just like the roof was redone in 2019, like late 2019. So the roof is brand new. The whole house was remodeled. It has stainless steel appliances in it. It only came with a stove and a microwave. It didn't come with a refrigerator. But hey, you can't pick and choose. But currently, I do have a refrigerator and I do have a freezer and all that stuff. So that's all good. Thank you. Shout out to my family for that. Shout out to my mom for literally giving me her freezer. Or it's like a stand-up freezer, but she gave me the freezer and she was like, "Hey, look, what I'm saying, when you get the house and you get everything moved in, like that's another story." Like that's another story. But she was like, "Hey, we put the freezer in there. It's all good." I didn't have a refrigerator at the time, so I was just like, "Well, I got food, but it's going to be frozen." So I literally had to take stuff out the freezer, put it in the sink, and then put it back in the freezer before it got warm. And then it was just a whole cycle of doing that. And then shout out to my good friend Chris. Um, you guys, if you haven't seen, he's a magician. I actually got a video of him doing some magic tricks a long time ago, um, and because we used to work together also. So I did a video of him doing magic tricks, and literally somebody called him from some different state saying, "Hey, uh, so I guess that was on me." But he also did a magic trick on social distancing magic on the live stream, one of my live streams for my life update, and that was pretty cool. He actually sold me his refrigerator because they were him and his wife was actually planning on buying a new refrigerator anyway. So I was just like, it's a win-win. Uh, I didn't have to go and pay for a $1,000 free refrigerator, because like literally anywhere I checked Best Buy, I checked Walmart, I checked Amazon, I checked all over the place, and all I could find was like refrigerators that's like over $1,000, like you know. And he ended up selling me his refrigerator for like 325 or something like that, which is pretty good. So hey, that's all good right there. I didn't have to pay $1,000, and he didn't have to like throw away a perfectly good refrigerator, because the refrigerator, it works. It does what it needs to do. I already got a freezer, so the freezer is pretty much empty, but still, it does what it needs to do. And that's all good. But um, other than that, like the whole home buying process, it was just like really stressful. So um, glad I did get the house and everything like that. And yeah, so shout out to the fam and the friends for helping me out, getting all my stuff for the house. I actually got a new video coming out in regards to a new item that I got from Chris again, but I can't divulge what it is because then it's gonna ruin the surprise for the video. So you just gotta stay tuned, slap a like on this live stream, and also make sure you subscribe for more content and turn on those post notifications. Um, Sorry about the keyboard in the background. I'm actually working from home, so maybe while I work, I can do these little live streams and we can just chat and chill and shoot the shit and just have a good time. So you don't necessarily have to look at the screen because it's a live podcast. You know what I'm saying? Great content here, but um so other than that, like I've been just chilling. I've gotten past the, I guess you can say, the honeymoon phase for my house. Like I've been through that whole phase of being super excited for the house and super excited for having my own space and the silence and the peace and the tranquility of it all, because I was able to sit down and meditate and just be able to be in tune with myself and just do what I wanted to do and leave and go when I could. Not saying that I couldn't do that before, but it was just like the freedom. The freedom was just amazing. Well, not was, it still is amazing. It's just like me being here by myself, it kind of like the loneliness in a sense, it kind of sets in to the point where like I'm just sitting here like goodness gracious, I'm just like bored. Like I do the same things every day. I watch the same shows every day. When I work, I watch YouTube and watch different videos and such. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, okay. It was fun at first, but then it was just like, what is something new I can add into my life that'll kind of bring the life back to it? And I was just sitting here like, well, maybe do some different things with YouTube. I got free time on my hand again, so I can now do, really focus on YouTube and try and grow the channel here, try and get some monetization going on, try some different things that will help with the to help with making money, like a side hustle. Yeah. To do a side hustle and be able to just like work things out with that. So that way I don't necessarily have to depend on my 9 to 5. I can, start being my own boss. Like I've talked about this plenty of times before, where uh basically wanting to be my own boss and be able to work for myself and not have to work for somebody else, making them thousands and millions of dollars, and then I'm just sitting here with pennies and scraps. You know what I mean? And that's the whole goal. It's not necessarily to, you know, profit off of everything. It's to, one, make a living for myself and build something that I can pass on to my kids and to my family. I've said this before, but is to inspire people to do the same. Inspire people to kind of get that motivation to do the same for their family and the people that they care about. And so, I just want that for myself, and I want that for other people too. I want to be a motivational person to other people, so that way they can, build something for themselves also. Mm. Drink of today, it's gonna be Lipton green tea with white peach. Man, that is delicious. I bought 2 cases of that, and that was just like delicious. I where we received the address from this. But so I want to create like a side hustle that I can turn into my main flame, my main financial income, and maybe have like still work my 9 to 5 while doing this YouTube and making money from YouTube. And that way I have two sources of income. And then also with my dividend income and such, it's not that great. Like right now, again, I had to sell my whole portfolio to get the money for closing on my house. And excuse me. And with that, I had to reset everything. So, I had a whole bunch of stocks and I was getting a whole bunch of dividends from it, but I just did not have all the money built up. Like it was more than I thought it was going to be. So, currently I'm building up my Robinhood portfolio again, starting out with $1,000, literally. Um, got a couple of stocks that I purchased when they were really low, and like I got a good amount of money back on that. Though I'm pretty much I should have kind of like closed or captured the income that I had before, because I think for one stock I was up like 300 something dollars. I think it was $358. It was the most that it was, and then um it went down to like maybe 70 or $90. Right, currently it's like 70 or $90. So but I'm in it for the long term. And once the market resets and goes back to normal, I'm hoping that it goes back up to the price that it was before, because it was like um I think the average cost was like probably around $7 or $8. And I purchased like quite a bit of shares for like $1 and some change. I think it was $1.86. And so I'm hoping that once it goes all the way back up to the normal price and it starts to fluctuate between that $7 to $8, I could literally make a good amount of money off of that and be able to have like that little technical nest egg or investment egg that I got sitting on the side. You know what I mean? So yeah. So but that's all good. So what else? What else? I think that should be basically about it for this little podcast here. Um who knows? Maybe I might do like brainstorming session for upcoming videos and such, which would be pretty interesting. Though I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. But just like these little live podcasts, maybe like just little chats with you guys about different topics and such. I don't know. Like I don't necessarily have a plan for this, but I'm hoping that it takes off. I'm hoping that it does well. And I'm hoping that you guys enjoy that specific type of content. I'm not sure if you generally I do vlogs and stuff like that, but hopefully you guys will appreciate the sit down talks that we have for this. Like feel free at any point in time to just go ahead and comment on this live podcast. So comment and let me know your thoughts on different topics that I'm talking about. Or if you want to specifically talk about something that's going on in the world, or something that you feel deep about, or if you just want to send me a private message to my business email in the description below. If you want to just be like, hey, this is my situation. You can talk about it on the live podcast if you want to, but just keep my name anonymous. You could do that, kind of sort of like a little show that you call into and be like, hey, my name is anonymous, and here's how I feel about certain things, and we can have a chat about it. It may not necessarily be like audio format. Like you could send a audio file that says, hey, uh you say what you want on the audio file and then I just play it during the live podcast. That would be actually pretty cool, you know? And then that way, for upcoming live podcast style videos, I could just read those off as if you're calling into a show and just talking with me, or it's like you're chatting and chilling in a different way. You're interacting with the show in that sense. It's not necessarily I'm waiting for people to come in and say stuff. It's more so like, I'm interacting with you guys per you sending me messages and such. Um, let's see. But yeah, I'm not. I rambled on for a good amount of time. I think what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna just capture the audio and put this on a podcast platform, maybe Anchor, and hopefully I can monetize that. I'm not completely sure how the monetization is over there, but I'm just trying. Like I said, I'm trying to create a side hustle here, and this could be an outlet for that. But hopefully, you guys enjoyed this little live podcast. I know it was a little freeform and it was all over the place, but all in all, I enjoyed it. Um, like I said, if you want to send me messages or send me emails, you can send it to my business email. Make sure it's serious. I don't want any like trolling or whatever in my business email, because that's for business purposes. So yeah, that's about it for this live podcast. Don't forget to be brilliant, stay inspired. Check out my new video that's out on my channel now, the Dolphin Tour, and make sure you leave a like on that, subscribe for more content, turn on those post notifications because you don't want to miss out on not previous content but future content. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to be brilliant, stay inspired. See you in the next one. That was like all over the place, I know. But yeah, peace.